It is a very difficult plan. But at the end of the day, the plan has to show within 5 years out that you come to a positive balance. It's going to take the city, given the spending and revenues in the estimate, it's going to take the city until 2019 to get in the black. And it'll only have about $48,000. That's really not, that's not enough carryover for the next year. So again, because of that difficulty, just to get into a positive balance, there are some extreme cuts in this plan. The mayor knows how difficult, $785,000 in cuts this year alone, almost $1 million next year. And so they've tried to start on the 2017. Guess what? In 18, it's $2.6 million. So think about what purchasing power you have lost. And by purchasing, I'm not talking about you and I going to the grocery store, at Home Depot, whatever. I'm talking about people that you're purchasing because they are servicing the constituents. So that's a big, big, huge cut. So think about that too. And I asked the city to do that. I also asked the residents. I understand when we talk about streets, everybody would like to get their potholes fixed. I understand that. But there's going to be some sacrifices made. And again, we're in the plan alone to get you to a positive balance. We're looking at $2.6 million in cuts in 18 and 19. That's not carrying the same cuts, that's additional cuts. So the chances of things like that being fixed over the next 5 years are pretty slim, given the revenues that have been estimated. And again, I can't say enough about any city actions. Again, I understand there are things that are not envisioned, but there are conscious decisions that we can all make not to spend dollars that are not in the plan. And that's all I have to say about that. Any questions on that? Are we comfortable with this room? Are we okay with it? All right, okay. There are some times, and I wasn't sure, this time was my fault, because I wasn't sure if we'd have a meeting earlier, so I didn't call Mr. Turner at the library until later. And unfortunately, actually, this library is used quite a bit. And so our usual downstairs meeting room has been taken and is actually booked for a couple of days now from the Friends of the Library. So we'll encounter that. Now, I'll try and work a little better. Perhaps when we get to downstairs, again, I know that's a popular spot. They have a lot of programs and things down there. But if everybody's okay with this and is comfortable, and the library hasn't thrown us out yet, I guess we'll stay here. Yes?
Thank you. I wasn't sure if this was the right place to bring this up. So looking at the agenda, this may be the right place.
Okay.
So you mentioned a lot of staying on the plan, following the plan. So I want to specifically go into the contract that council passed a couple of weeks ago with Legacy Communication. On the cable bills that go out to residents now, there is a fee, a cable access fee that's being charged to the residents. So in theory, that fee is to help compensate for cable access of city meetings, i.e. council meetings. So the residents are paying for that, and it's our job as council to keep the residents informed, let them know what's going on in their city. And since I've been on council, we have not had that. And as we move forward, we need to get information out to the residents because they're getting bad information, misinformation, or just not information at all. So in a meeting a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, with the financial advisors, specifically Tish, including myself, I asked for that number. That number, the franchise fee number on one cable company last year was $40,000, right? Now we have another cable operator, so we'll be getting another fee. Not sure what that's going to amount to. We asked for 20. We asked for half of that. Half of that fee, in theory, is to provide the cable access to the residents, right? We asked for half of that to bring that back for the residents. In that meeting, they agreed to it. They agreed to it. They agreed to that $20,000 and they put it in the budget, right? That's not a separate line item, but it is in the 2016 budget, which was a week later passed by council. So the cable fee, the $20,000 for legacy communication, was in the budget and it was passed. That budget was then passed. So I guess where I want clarity, and you kind of alluded to it, that you can't actually tell us, you can make recommendations. We need to get information out to the residents, right? We've got a great program that we came up with. It's voluntary. It's Patch a Pothole program. Residents, organizations, businesses, and we've had a number of people take advantage of it, right? To patch the pothole. As we move city forward, we're going to need more and more help from the residents with these services, and getting it up and on TV is an excellent way to help offset that. So I just like to get your intake on that. And we need it, we want it, it's in the budget, we passed it, we passed the budget. Can we do it?
No. I mean, you can, well, let me put it this way. You can do that, but you're going to have to make a cut of $20,000 somewhere else.
Even though it's in the budget?
It's not. What your budget pays for is people. Choose a person that's making $20,000 and telling them goodbye today, because that's your budget. Your budget, all the money the MP has, all that stuff goes into the general fund. That pays for your police, your fire, everything. We don't compartmentalize and segregate that money that's coming in and say, oh, that must be for the cable bill. It doesn't work that way.
That's right.
It doesn't work that way.
That's right.
So if you want it, that's fine. Cut somewhere else.
But it's not.
But you have to stay within your budget.
It's not a cut.
It is. It is. It is. You haven't paid the guy
Yeah, I see
who's
it.
on the past due.
Yeah.
He's owed $40,000.
We've had.
Why would anybody who's owed $40,000 enter into a contract where he's owed $20,000 when he's not going to get paid?
We are aware of that. We did speak with him regarding that. We know we owe him money. He recognizes the need to have this up and for the residents to see what's going on in the city. He realizes that. That's why he offered it at $20,000, which is way below what it would cost in the open market. So when we had that meeting with the finance director and the fiscal commission, right? And we asked for it to be in the budget, and we were told that, yes, we're putting it in the budget. Yes, you can do it. So now, once we pass it, now to find out that you can't do it, I'm not understanding how that happens when we were told that it was in the budget that council then passed.
Let me put it to you this way. When you sat down with them, you didn't have a decision for $22 million at the time either, did you?
No.
You have to live within your budget.
That's
And the reason that you're in this predicament is exactly that. You haven't lived within your budget.
That's right.
And I understand that people need to know about the programs that are out there. Whatever happened to flat clubs, whatever happened to going door to door and meeting your constituents.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can get the word out a lot of different ways. It doesn't have to be courtesy of Mr. Fambrough.
Do your robocall.
Thank you. I just.
else under new business?